Hey, welcome back to the Grown Woman Experience. So, I'm Fran Jackson, and this show is it's about grown woman experiences, like shit that I've been through, shit that you probably are going through, have gone through it, one way or another. If you're a grown ass woman, you're going to go through it. But anyway, yeah, well, welcome back. And so today I wanted to chit chat with you about plastic surgery, cosmetic surgery. hmm So, yep, I've had plastic surgery. And I am super fit. Pretty much, I am fit. I'm not like bodybuilder fit, but health wise, I am pretty fit. And it has a lot to do with my lifestyle, how I eat. But even though I'm pretty fit, it's some shit about my body that I don't like. And I worked on it, and I worked on it, and I worked on it, but I wasn't getting any improvements from my diet and from me working out. So the area that I am talking about for me is my abdominal. So let me kind of break this down to you, especially if you had kids. Let me explain a situation to you if you don't know already. When you have kids, so prior to pre-kids, your abdominals muscles are like this, right? They nice and tight. Remember back when you didn't have kids. Your abdominal muscles was tight. Some people got a little flab, a little fat on there, but your joints is tight. So now you get pregnant, you do what you're supposed to do, make your contribution to the world with this baby. So now guess what happens? Now your abdominals, once you get pregnant, they separate. Okay? Once they separate, they don't just come right back together. They separate and they stay separated. So now that's what causes a lot of women just not to like their abdominal section, especially if you put on weight. You just don't like your midsection. And I was told and by the way, for me, I had to have a cesarean, a C-section. I had a challenging birth giving. My son was premature, so they had to cut me from my navel to the top part of my pubic hair. So I didn't get a bikini cut. It was from my navel to the top part. So is that vertical or is that horizontal? Whatever. It was straight up and down. I think it's vertical. Anyway, I could be wrong. Anyway, a keloid. When they cut me, I had an emergency C-section. Eventually a keloid. And I was told back some years ago, early 2000, that you need to get a tummy tuck. And I investigated it, and when I looked into it at that time, I was like, no, I'm this physical fitness right here now. And once I heard that downtime, that's what it was. Once I heard the downtime, I was like, no, I can lose this. I can lose this. Because they was like, you're going to be down. You got to wear this binder, the pain and all that. I was like, nope, I'll just keep doing my crunches, keep working out, keep on with my plant-based diet. So, yeah, and I did do that. And I loved my body, but did I actually hate my little pouch? It looked like a baby's butt. Yeah, I did. It went down, but I hated it. Around my navel, I got a tummy piercing, a navel piercing. I got a tattoo, trying to cover up my scar. And but I always still kind of had that little pouch. But it was my pouch. So I was still on social media in a two-piece, flicking it up with my little pouch there, because it's my body. Your flaws are yours, mine are mine. So fast forward to last year, I moved to Fort Lauderdale, and by this time, and now I'm like 7 years into my yoga practice, and there's some things that I want to do that because my abs are like this, they're weak, they're not strong. I don't care how many crunches I was doing, how many sit-ups I was doing. I couldn't bring them back in together to just bring them back in together. I couldn't do that. In Brazil, though, which I learned that in Brazil, once you have a baby, once they take their baby, you pay additional money. What they'll do is they'll sew your abs back together and then put you back together, you know? And that's why a lot of Brazilian women look so beautiful. It's additional cost to do that, but it's an option for them. There's not an option for us. After we have a baby, they like going about your business, you know, go to a plastic surgeon. They'll handle that for you. So anyway, just to let you know, if you had a baby, why you have that pouch there. And no matter what you do, it's still there. Because your abs have separated. So anyway, I moved to Fort Lauderdale. I'm semi-retired. I'm going to yoga classes all the time. I'm doing my yoga practice. And certain things I wanted to do, I could not do. My abs just was not strong enough. And I had been practicing yoga. And I had been working on my abs for years. So anyway, you know, down here, everybody getting plastic surgery. So I just did my research. A doctor landed in my lap. That's a whole nother story how that happened. But it was the universe, how we connected. And his name is Dr. Schmidt. And I went and had a consultation with him. And he explained that whole muscle thing. Like, that's how I know, you know. So, yeah, I decided to go ahead and agree to having a tummy tuck done. At first, I was just going to get lipo done. Actually, I had lipo before. And it was a horrible job in Alexandria. I had liposuction done there. And that's just not even worth talking about. It is worth talking about because it really didn't work. Lipo was just taking out fat around my abdomen, you know, in my ab area. I mean, it was cute, but I still was left with bullet holes. And it just didn't do what I wanted it to do. But I lived with it, you know. And doing lipo, like, it's work to that. Like, once you finish that procedure, that surgery, like, now you got to wear a binder all the time, blah, 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 blah. So moving forward to me getting a actual tummy tuck. Once the doctor told me about where my abs was and the downtime and all that, I was like, I'm going to do this. It's important to me. For the tummy tuck, he showed me how he was going to pull down this, my skin so that that scar that I had was going to be gone. Wow. Okay. I think I can do this. And I'm semi-retired, so I don't go in no office, so I can just be at home recovering. Okay. That works for me. So I agreed to do it. I had the procedure done. Was I nervous? Was I afraid? At this point, I was nervous. I wasn't really afraid because I felt very comfortable with my doctor. I felt super comfortable. He had mad bedside manner. I mean, he was wonderful. And he had such a great sense of humor. And I could feel his honesty in everything, all our conversations. And one thing about me, I ask a lot of questions. I asked a lot of questions, and he answered them. No question was too dumb for him, too stupid for him, or anything. He answered all my questions. Dr. Drew Smith. Well, it's time today for the surgery. My husband took me. That was cool because he was drawing on my stomach and stuff. And his assistants, they were amazing. They were amazing. I remember coming out of the surgery and I was like, are we going to do my tummy tuck yet? And they was like, it's done. I was like, oh, oh, ooh, okay. You know, the drugs was in me. So he shared with me the next day, because I was like all messed up the day of the surgery, which I did on a Friday. But he shared with me that when he went inside of my body to do the tummy tuck, he found a hernia the size of my fist. So that hernia could have ruptured anytime. So I was going to wind up having to have them cut on me anyway, eventually, but why not now? But he was not expecting that, nor did I know that I had a hernia the size of my fist inside of me. So the surgery took a little longer because he had to repair the hernia. Yep. So it was the best thing that I could have ever done for myself, was having that procedure done. Now, where am I at now with it? I love it. I have a scar from all the way to from hip to hip. He did amazing with that scar. It's very, very thin. I got a tattoo over it. The healing process was crazy. Like, it's a year and a half now. Am I still healing? To a certain degree, I am. I still can feel it. Like, I have some no sensation there. But the results, I love it. Oh my gosh, I love the results. Financially, I'm still paying on it. And as long as I'm still paying on it, I'm still going to be half naked. I got a tattoo on my scar, so it's a vine with some flowers. That tattoo hurt like hell. I was damn near crying. But I'm trying to think what else. If you have any comments, please drop. You want to know anything, just drop a comment. But yeah, that was my tummy tuck experience. It was the best thing I could have ever done for myself. But here's the key. When you have abdominal plasty, any type of cosmetic surgery, please have a clean diet, because it's so easy to go have these doctors cut on you and then you just go right back to eating how you did, and then it comes back. I have met women who have had $30,000 worth of work on them, and when I looked at them, I could not tell. They had their arms sucked out, their flanks, their back, their hips, their thighs, all that. Stomach, just madness. And you can't tell? Baby, you can tell with mine. I had to get a new navel. It's so cute. It's little. But yeah, I do my best to keep a clean diet, so I don't eat crap every single day. So ladies, if you're going to have these procedures done, going underneath that knife is not a joke. And I had to have like blood work. They had to do like a screening to make sure that I was, I could do the surgery, so, and he also asked me to lose weight. So that was funny. I forgot about that part. He asked me to lose weight. Dr. Schmidt was like, can you lose a couple pounds before the surgery? And I'm like, well, if I do that, I don't need to come to you. He was like, yeah, you will. Remember those abs? They like this. So yeah, so what he did was we went in, he repaired the hernia, he did some lipo. While he was in there, he brought my abs in and sewed them up like a corset. So my joints is tight. Those things that I wanted to do in yoga, oh yeah, baby, I can do them. It took time. I didn't do yoga for like at least 6 months after my surgery. I had to wear myself wrapped. I was wearing those tummy, what do you call those things? Those binders, the corsets. I can't think, waist trainer. People was like, oh my God, they thought I was wearing a waist trainer for style. No, I was wearing that waist trainer because when they tell you wear that waist trainer or that binder, it's gonna keep you pulled in so all those cells, everything in your body can mend and go back together like how it was before they cut you. So that's why you have to wear that. I hated that shit. I hated it. But if I had to do it all over again, I would. I definitely would. So just remember, if you have procedures done like that, don't go back thinking you can eat cheeseburgers all the time or big ribeye steak. You can't. You're going to fuck all that shit up. So if this video was helpful for you, please subscribe to my channel. Like, share. Please leave me a comment. If you had plastic surgery done, leave me a comment. Cosmetic surgery, whatever. Drop me a comment. I want to know, let me hear. If you had a tummy tuck or whatever. So again, subscribe. Please share. Share this video with some grown-ass women, so they can chime in too. But guess what? I love you. Drink a lot of water and toodles.